This is the feature race. Here's the way they line up. In the front row, 201, it'll be Rex Ritchie. Number 22, Terry Shannon. In the second row will be number 48, the guy to watch, one of the guys to watch, H.E. Vineyard, 57 years old. Beside him, another guy to watch, 007, Roger Best. In the third row, number 25, Randy Weaver. Sitting next to him will be CV3, Clayton Christianberry. In the fourth row, it'll be number 6, Tommy Devaney. And next to him, number 2, Anthony White. That's a couple of good drivers. Back in the fifth row will be number 07, Steve Best. That's a brother, I think, to Roger. Beside him, number 92, Jack Trammell. He's another good driver to watch. Back behind them, number 42, Terry Gentry. And beside him, number 40, Larry Hill. In row 8 will be number 5, Jeff Davis. That's row 7, Jeff Davis. Beside him, number 10, Doug Wright. And in row 8, it'll be Jeff Russell and number 14, Lloyd Singleton. So they're getting lined up. This is 25 laps, folks. 25 laps for the feature race, late model class. They're getting them all lined up here. And Chris, you talk about speed unlimited. You're fixing to see it.
Yeah, definitely. This is the I can't think of the French word, but the creme de la creme. Pierre Resistance. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, that's it. I knew that word. Once.
I was going to think of it there.
Yeah. All right, to get them lined up, the pace truck for our compliments of Jellicoe Ford will be leading them around the track. As we're going to take a break, because the pace truck will take them around and then they'll get set to go. We'll be back right after this. Here we go. They're getting lined up. The pace truck taking them around the track and getting set to go. This is the feature race for the late models. And you're fixing to see Speed Unlimited. As Chris says, creme de la creme in this one, because these guys can burn it up. Absolutely burn it up. And you're fixing to see some real hot racing right here. This is 25 laps. Am I correct?
Yes, 25.
25 laps of nothing but pure action. You know, Chris, in football and basketball, you've got timeouts, you've got end of quarters or whatever. In this one, it is nonstop action from start to stop.
Well, you've got timeouts, but they're the results of caution flags, and hopefully you're not the one that called that timeout, where you can still be in a position to win.
Exactly. All right, we're getting them all lined up. Pace truck has come off, and we may go racing this time around. Sitting on the pole, Rex Ritchie and Terry Shannon. Boy, I'll tell you what, Ritchie burned it up in the qualifying, so he's ready, or should be ready, I should say. Fixing to see some racing, and looks like we're going to be off. Big jump that time by 2:01, Rex Ritchie. We're racing. Ritchie took a big jump coming off. On the lead. Here comes the rest of the pack. They're all closing in. This is going to be a good one, folks. You can count on that. It's going to be a good one. There's Ritchie in the 201 car, still holding the lead. Now, there's the caution flag. They're going to reline him. He jumped, I think's what happened. But we'll wait and see. They're going to reline him. Do what, Chris?
One quick hot lap, I think that's it.
Okay, one quick hot lap. That's it. So they're going to have a hot lap, and then they're going to get them realigned, and we'll go racing as soon as they get them realigned. As I'll tell you what, like I said before, and the big dog has said, we weren't race fans. But since we've got involved with this, brother, I'm a race fan, but I'm not into NASCAR and stuff like that. This is the type I'm interested in, because you see more action in this. Woo-wee. You may not have the super speedways, but brother, you've got the next best thing.
Definitely so, and here we go.
We're going to be racing. We are racing, folks. We're off and running. Here we go. Woo-wee, look how tight the track is. Look how tight they all are. There's number 22. He's pushing from the outside. Oh, my goodness, we've got a good one going on. That's Shannon and Ritchie. These guys are really going at it. Look at this. 3 cars almost nose to nose. That's Ritchie, Shannon, and let me see the number. Oh, no. Spin out by Ritchie. Look out. There's one in the infield. That's the white 6. That's Tommy Devaney. look at this, Chris. We've got a real pileup back there. 4 cars, caution flag out. We'll get them all reset. Let's see who all's in that. That's the T3, the CV3. That's Clayton Christianberry. Number 6. Is that the black 6 or the what? Tommy Devaney, Steve Best. All mixed, all tangled up there. There's Christianberry. Looks like he's having problems with his CV3 car. So we'll see. Chris, a little mishap like that will take you plumb out of the race.
Like you said, Steve, these cars are 20. I don't know how many cars we got in this race. 16. It costs you 20 cars, and you come around that corner.
We're rolling here. They're going to have a double file restart, and that's really going to help Rex Ritchie, who spun out there, Chris, in the first lap and really fell way back in the pack. So they'll have a restart there, as it looks like CV3 Christianberry had to leave the race. His car was crinkled up, so he's having to leave the race, Chris.
Yeah, I was trying to listen to the race officials, Steve. They're trying to get everybody positioned here.
Okay, so that Rex Ritchie and Terry Shannon will start in the front row, as they did at the start of this race. Boy, we had 3 cars. Ritchie, we had Ritchie, Shannon, and 007 Roger Vest running 3 side by side around that track in first place there when the first lap started. I mean, tell you, these guys, you're fixing to see Speed Unlimited right here. All right, let's see how they get it started here. Ritchie and Shannon, that caution helped Ritchie because he had spun out. He went back in the pack. So now he gets to start back on the inside, the pole position. All right, we're racing. We're going. Here we go, folks. This is the late model feature race. Oh, baby, are they turning it on. There's Vineyard. Looks like he's running 3rd place or maybe pushing for 2nd. We've got a race going. What a dandy we've got going. Oh, goodness. We've got a dandy race going on here. These guys are turning it on. Speed on there. There's a little wobble in the back there. Back of the pack, here we go. Again, almost 3 cars. There's Shannon. Shannon looks like he's got the lead on the outside. Vineyard pushing from the inside. Also pushing, there's 201. That's Ritchie. Ritchie spins out. Look out, he's into the infield. Caution flag down. Ritchie again spins out and goes into the infield as H.E. Vineyard, the 57-year-old, making a move, getting back in this thing as he and Shannon going at it head-to-head, nose-to-nose. Oh, I'm telling you, we've got a dandy going on here. Well, looks like the 201 car is coming out under his own power now, so he's getting back out on the track. Man alive, Chris, these cars are 3 and 4 wide coming around the track here early on. Caution flag out. These guys are going 3 and 4 wide, you know. What a race.
What I'm saying here is we get a close-up, Steve. That's what happens when you go 3 or 4 wide. You get a little fender bender, and that's what they're doing right now. They're checking probably the clearance on the front wall off the tires.
Okay, so we don't know if the 201 car, Rex Ritchie's going to continue or not. We'll check that out and see. The laps are in the book, so he'll have to go to the back of the pack. With Shannon showing the way, H.E. Vineyard right behind him. H.E. Vineyard is a story in himself, Chris. 57 years old. Last year had open heart surgery, and he's still racing and still just burning it up. He won our feature here last week.
Yeah, like I say, these guys come from all walks of life and different stories, how they got into racing and how they're still going. So, like I say, that's one good reason we got RL down the pit, to interview and find out some things about these drivers.
Yes, we do. So now they're resetting now. They'll be ready to go here in just a moment. This will be Terry Shannon showing the way.
Down the back stretch. Here we go.
There's the 007 car ready.
Green light is on aboard the flag stand.
Third place, so we'll be racing this time around, folks. You can hear them hammer down, and we're off. We're going. Here we go. We're racing from the Big South Fork Raceway. This is the late model, and they are turning on. There's Shannon and Vineyard battling. 007, Roger Best right behind them, pushing. There's Best trying to make a move to the inside. Oh, goodness. Vineyard and Shannon setting almost side by side coming around the track. These guys are turning on. Speed unlimited. Look at that. Vineyard pulls into first place now. Shannon falls to second. Best is in third. There's Roger Best trying to make a move on second over Shannon now. There's the 201 car. Looks like he's right back in this thing. Or is that the 201 car? I can't see the number to be definite. No, that's not the 201 car. There's Vineyard, then Shannon, then Best. There's your top three. All three of them almost together. Right behind them, looks like I can't see the number of the car. It looks like 207, or not 207. I'm sorry, CT7 Jeff Russell, but I'm not sure on that. We'll check. Got to spin out. Caution flag down. That's the number 7 car. That's Jeff Russell. Jeff Russell spins out. There's Rex Ritchie spinning out again. Caution flag out. 6 laps are in the books, so they'll have single file refile or maybe a double file restart here, or start them in the position they were going. We've got another dandy race going on. There's the 7 car. He's getting some, they're checking him out. He spun out back there. Bending the sheet metal up off of the tires, maybe. I don't know if he's going to be able to continue or not. They're looking at his car. Track officials are down there. There's the 201 car. They're checking him out on his right back fender. So they're getting it looks like they're having to bend some of the sheet metal out on his car too, maybe. Well, it may be a piece of sheet metal, Chris, trying to stick in the tire of the 201 car, Rex Ritchie. They're working on that. They're bending the sheet metal out on the front and the back there, as he really got clobbered there a couple of times. Rex Ritchie, our fastest qualifier tonight in the qualifying laps, Rex Ritchie. So Mini Stock is coming up next, and then the Road Hogs. So we're still going here from the Big South Fork Raceway. Just trying to get these cars straightened out here. Track officials down there, boy, they do a good job. Caution flag down. As they get them straightened out, let's take a commercial break, and we'll be back right after this. 57-year-old H.E. Vineyard showing the way here, Chris, in the number 48 car, as he's again turning in another great performance here. Right behind him is Terry Shannon. Behind him is 007, so they're all getting lined up, and they'll get them realigned and started again. Looks like the 201 car is going to be able to continue. Rex Ritchie. Rex again fell victim to circumstances in this, went over a couple of bumps and spin outs, as he was our fastest qualifier tonight, Chris. And we saw that happen in several races tonight, and just victim of circumstances, and it cost you first place all the way back to fourth or somewhere, as we are racing. H.E. Vineyard, the 57-year-old Vineyard, the veteran, the Hall of Famer. This guy's in the Hall of Fame, folks, number 48 in the white car there, showing the way. There's 007 and Shannon pushing for second, right up on their tail lights. Looks like, well, I can't see what the number was on that car. We'll try to run it down. But anyway, right there it is. There's your top 3, 4, 5 together. Turning turning it on here at the Big South Fork Speedway. Shoo-wee. There's almost a spin out, but they held it in. Thrills in the Hills. There's a spin out, but he gets it straightened back up. There's H.E. Vineyard, the number 48 car, the 57-year-old showing the way. First place. There's 007 on the inside trying to make a move on second. Roger Best, Terry Shannon in the number 22 car in the white trying to hold him off. Vineyard with a small lead, not much. These guys are pushing all the way. This is a race. This is a race. What a race. Shannon trying to hold off Best for second place. Vineyard trying to hold on to first. Got two other cars, 201 and number 6. That's the number 6 car pushing all the way there. That's Tommy Devaney coming up out of the pack and making a run. H.E. Vineyard holding on. He's trying to hold on to the lead as long as he can there. Vineyard with a pretty good lead now. The rest of the pack, there they are, all three together, almost neck and neck for second place. What a race we have got going on. Look at that. H.E. Vineyard with the lead and trying to hold on. There's 007 trying to make a move. Ooh, what a race we've got. Holy mackerels. There's Vineyard, 48, still with the lead. Right on his tail lights, 007 and Terry Shannon, Roger Best. There's Best trying to make a move for second now. Best. There's Vineyard with the lead. He's going to lap some cars, looks like. Vineyard trying to work through the pack here. H.E. Vineyard. There's 007. Vineyard trying to work through some slower cars there. That's all part of it, folks. All part of it. But what a race you're seeing here. There's Vineyard. Oh, there's somebody making a move on the outside. Excuse me. Caution flag goes down again as we got a spin out. Steve Best having some problems. Steve Best in the 07 car. H.E. Vineyard still holding a small lead here. All right. Looked like Randy Weaver in the 25 car really pushing with back there with Best for second place. Get them reset, ready to go. This is 25 laps. I don't know. I didn't count how many laps went down in the book on that one. H.E. Vineyard again this week, looking good on the track. The 57-year-old looking real good. Getting them all realigned up here and ready to go. We've still got the Road Hogs and the mini stocks to go from the Big South Fork Raceway. Let's see how they line them up there. There's Vineyard, there's Roger Best, there's Terry Shannon, and looks like Weaver after him. I'm not exactly sure. There we go, getting them lined up. Wait a minute. There's Randy Weaver moving back up into the pack. He's on the outside of Weaver there, so I think maybe he's in second place and Best is after him. Yeah, that's what it is. They're getting realigned there. I thought that he had taken second place there, but I wasn't sure. Randy Weaver in second. That's Vineyard, Weaver, and Best. You can watch these guys. I told you before the race that was 3 to watch. And so far, I've hit pretty good on that one, haven't I, Chris?
have our predictions soared through the sky.
Our stock has went up.
Yes. Now that the county sports are over, we can get away with these predictions.
We can do that. Yeah,
We got called every day on our predictions. You did that wrong now, boys. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we know. But when you're in the dog pound, you're allowed to do that.
That's right. Exactly.
Not everybody
Can be a dog pound member.
Not everybody can get in the dog pound. Exclusive, hard to get into club. You have to be, what was it I said about it? Creme de la creme. That's it. I wish you had to taught me that word, because now I'll be saying it all the time, having no idea what I mean, but it means the cream of the crop. There's Vineyard, 48. Right behind him, looks like Randy Weaver, 25 car. Right behind him is Roger Best. And are we going racing? Chris says, yeah, we're going racing. This is the feature race of the evening. And we're racing. Hey, we're racing. There's Vineyard again, moving out. Right there with him, there's Weaver and Best. Vineyard trying to hold on to that lead. Listen to these babies turn some RPMs, folks. Oh, are they turning? Holy mackerels, look what a race we got going on. Vineyard, Weaver, Best, look out. We've got all kinds of racing action going on. Look at this. There's Weaver trying to make a move on the inside, but Vineyard's holding him off. Best trying to move up to the inside. He's not having much luck there. Oh, wait a minute. We may be neck and neck coming down through here. Vineyard trying to hold off Weaver. Vineyard holding on barely. Look at this side by side coming around the track there out of the turn. And Weaver again trying to make a move. Vineyard trying to hold him off. Weaver and Vineyard, Best right on their tail lights. What a race we've got. There's Tommy Devaney running back there in the pack. In the number 6 car. There's Vineyard, the Hall of Famer. The number 48, the white 48, leading the way, showing the way all the way, as right behind him, Randy Weaver making a push. Behind him is Roger Best, and the caution flag is out again. The caution is out again. Terry Shannon having some problems with his car, looks like. So there's your leader. There's your leader. That's H.E. Vineyard. Right behind him is Randy Weaver. Randy Weaver. Right behind him, and then Roger Best, 007. What a race, Chris. This one race is worth the admission price. Just one race right here, not counting all those other good ones.
Oh yeah, definitely so. Like I say, you'll get your money's worth all around the show right here.
And it's family entertainment. I mean, it's something for the whole family. Everybody can come to this, because Tommy Thompson does not allow anything to get out of hand. I will guarantee you.
Definitely so. Like I said, a while ago, Steve, we're all helping each other around here, and occasions like that does come up.
All right, we're racing again. There's H.E. Vineyard trying to hold off Weaver. Weaver trying to hold off Best. So as you can see, we have got a race going on. Look at this, folks. Almost 4 cars right neck and neck. Look at this. Oh, are they turning it on? Vineyard still holding a little bit of a lead now, being pressured by Weaver and Best. Weaver putting up the most fight, as he's almost right there with him, still about a car length behind, or half a car, something like that. Then now Best has fell back to 4th place, it looks like, as Tommy Devaney may have come up past him. There we go. Vineyard, Weaver, and our camera moved too quick for me to see who was second and third, or third and fourth. There's your split screen. You can see all the racing action right here on Channel 5. There's Vineyard, H.E. Vineyard getting pressure from Weaver again. Weaver about a half a car length behind in the turns, as you can see right there, just right almost nose to nose, and then Vineyard will pull off a little bit for a little bit of a lead out of the turns. Oh man, what a race we've got going on. This is the feature race for the late models. I can't see who that is. That's Richie, Rex Richie, who's moved back up through the pack to take 3rd place. So he's right there in the pack now too. Look at this. He's right there with him, making a move on 2nd. Richie may have 2nd place. He does. He passes Weaver. Richie Passes Weaver. Vineyard trying to hang on. Ritchie trying to make his move now. There's Vineyard. There's Ritchie right behind him in the 201 car. Ritchie making a move. He come out of nowhere, Chris. He come out of the pack.
Yeah, I believe we got another caution. Yeah, there's a spin out right there in turn 3.
Turn 3. That's car 10. That's Doug Wright who's down. But he looks like he's going under his own power now, so he's back on the track. 2 laps to go, Chris, and Vineyard trying to hold on, and it's been a battle from the word go. Vineyard has really held off the competition, and he's still not safe. He's still not safe. I guarantee you, Rex Ritchie is pushing him to the max right now in the 201 car right behind him, and Weaver, 25, who had pushed him earlier through the whole race about it, has fell back to 3rd. Roger Best, who'd run 3rd most of the time, has fell back to 4th place. So Vineyard now looking to win yet another feature race here at Big South Fork Speedway. Vineyard in the 48 car, the white car, right behind him, 201. I want to remind you again, we have the street class and the Road Hogs coming up next, right here on Channel 5. I'm going to stay with us. We're getting them lined up here. All right. 2 laps to go in this one. We may go racing this time around. All right, we'll hear them hammer down right here. All right, we're racing again, folks. We're going. Here we go. You can hear those big turbines crank up out there. H.E. Vineyard trying to hold off Rex Ritchie. Ritchie running 2nd. Right behind him is Weaver. Right behind him is Roger Best. All 4 cars were almost right together. There's Devaney in number 6, back in 5th. Ritchie trying to make a move on the inside on Vineyard. Vineyard trying to hold him off down the backstretch. Vineyard, half a car length. Ritchie trying to make a move. Ritchie trying to take 1st place over. Vineyard pulling away again. What a race we've got going on. 2 laps to go, 1 lap to go. What a race we have got. Final lap is going down, and brother, are we seeing a race? Everything's slowed down now. Maybe we may be under caution. Yep, caution flag out. Oh, Chrissy's into the graphics. Doing a good job. Yeah. So, 48. Ritchie, or not Ritchie, but there's your winner, folks. That's your money winner. Money, 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 money. Oh, yeah. H.E. Vineyard, the 57-year-old Hall of Famer, hangs on to take another feature race here at the Big South Fork Speedway. Finishing 2nd place was 201 Rex Ritchie, and following him was Randy Weaver, and then Roger Best. That's the 1, 2, 3, and 4 place finishers. There's H.E. Vineyard taking his victory lap with a checkered flag out his window, and he done a piece of driving in this one, folks. Believe me, he really done a piece of driving. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with our street class right after this. Here we are with the
Who says that?
Day in Knoxville and Nashville. Al Gore will also return to Tennessee